Your circle sets the ceiling on your identity. Not your potential, not your talent, your environment. That's not opinion, that's structure. Because identity doesn't form in isolation. It calibrates to what's normal around you. Whatever you're consistently exposed to becomes your baseline, and whatever becomes your baseline becomes your limit. If hesitation is normal around you, you won't just see less action, you'll start feeling like decisive movement is excessive. If playing small is normal, you won't argue with it, you'll adapt to it quietly, without even realizing you adjusted. Standards transfer, energy transfers, beliefs about what's possible transfer. That's the system. Now, here's where people get this wrong. This is not about cutting people off. This is about calibration. Because good people are not always aligned people. Supportive people are not always growth-oriented people. And comfort is not the same thing as expansion. You can be in a room where people care about you and still be in a structure that limits you. Not because anyone is trying to hold you back, but because the standard of that environment has already been set. And if you stay long enough, you'll match it. That's not weakness, that's adaptation. So the real question becomes, what is being normalized around me? Pay attention to your pressure points. When things get difficult, who do you call? Not emotionally, structurally. Do they expand your thinking? Do they challenge your assumptions? Or do they help you feel better about staying the same? There's a difference. One stabilizes you, the other keeps you small. Now look at your wins. When you make progress, who notices? Who actually recognizes the shift? And who subtly redirects you back toward what's familiar? Not out of malice, but because your growth disrupts their normal. That response reveals the ceiling of the room. And again, this is not about judging people. This is about recognizing alignment. Because if an environment requires you to shrink in order to stay accepted, you will shrink. Not immediately, not dramatically, but incrementally, until your potential feels unrealistic and your limits feel reasonable. Most people don't fail because they lack ability. They plateau because their environment rewards stagnation and punishes expansion. So the move is not emotional, it's structural. You don't need dramatic exits. You don't need announcements. You don't need to burn bridges. You need to make better placements. You need to spend more time in rooms where the standard is higher than your current identity, where discipline is normal, where execution is expected, where growth is not a conversation, it's a baseline. Because when your environment shifts, your behavior adjusts. Your identity recalibrates. And when identity recalibrates, results compound. That's architecture. So no, you don't need to cut everyone off. You need to stop placing yourself in environments that contradict what you say you want. Upgrade the room, not out of ego, out of alignment. Raise the standard, and your ceiling rises with it. If you value structured growth and sovereign alignment, follow me. Aloha, everybody.